gentlemen, tonight's umpires, and we are honored to have the men in blue, Mr. Corey Eggert and Mr. Jordan Adams. Good luck to both teams, and let's play high school softball. We'd like to remind you, spectators, you should not be on the playing field during or after the game. We'd like to further remind you that Norris is a smoke-free and a pet-free campus. Please do not smoke on our school grounds and leave your pets at home. The concession stand is open, and it is located directly west of the grandstands, and restrooms are located over at Titan Stadium.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game on NSTV. It's the Titans home opener against Crete.
Top the first inning, number 1.
The Crete Cardinals lineup consists of batting first and pitching number 1, Maddie Dunham. She'll be up to bat in a minute. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 15, Casey Dunaway. Batting third and catching the third baseman. Batting third and catching number 5, Macy Dunaway. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 19, Jordan Parday. Here's the first pitch from Reese Barons. Swung on and hit to the second baseman. She'll pick it up and throw it to first in time for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate number 15, Casey Dunaway. Batting fifth, number 22, Leslie Carcheville. She'll be playing right field. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 7, Logan Ochinero. Here's the first pitch from Reese Barons. High and inside, ball 1, 1-0 with a count to Casey Dunaway. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 4, Ruby Van Horn. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 13, Addie Zeman. 1-0 pitch to Dunaway is taken for a strike. 1-1 to Casey Dunaway. Batting ninth for the Crete Cardinals, the center fielder, number 11, Camry Prager. Dunaway takes high and out inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count to Casey Dunaway. Titans starting lineup consists of batting first and playing shortstop, number 15, Haley McMurray. Dunaway takes strike 2. 2-2 the count to Casey Dunaway. Batting second and playing third base, number 1, Rachel Rhodes. Batting third and catching, number 9, Addison Burbach. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 16, Myra Carlo. Dunaway swings through that pitch, and it's the first punchy of the night for Reese Barons. Batting fifth and playing and pitching tonight for the Titans, number 2, Reese Barons. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 6, Marley Pavelka. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 8, Mila Brown. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 4, Morgan Sabatka. First pitch to Macy Dunaway, the catcher tonight for the Cardinals, is low and inside, ball 1. 1-0 with a count to Macy Dunaway. Batting ninth for the Norris Titans, number 7, the designated player, Keno Reimers. Dunaway fouls it off. Count will now be 1-1 to Macy Dunaway. And out in center field tonight for the Titans, number 10, Keelan Yelkin. Titans starting roster consists of only juniors and seniors, big junior roster. Only 4 seniors. Grounded to third, over to Myra Carlo at first. Gets by Carlo. Right fielder will pick it up and throw it to second. McMurray can't quite get the tag on, and it'll be a single for Dunaway and a throwing error by the third baseman, Rachel Rhodes. So 2 outs for number 19, the left fielder, Jordan Parday. Courtesy runner out for Dunaway, number 16, Addison Menke.
Running for Norris, for Crete, number 16, Addison Menke.
First pitch to Party is taken high, ball 1-0, the count to Jordan Party. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off down the first base line. Count will now be 1-1 to Jordan Party. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Jordan Party. Barons, here's the pitch. Swung right through it, strike 2. 1-2, the count now to Jordan Party. Crete comes into the game with a 3-0 record, beating Aurora 4-2, beating Norris 10-5, and Gehring 10-2. Titans come into the game with a 2-2 record, with a recent loss against Crete 10-5, a win against Gehring 8-0, and a win against Malcolm 8-3. Party takes a high pitch from Barons, and that makes the count 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3, the second punchy of the inning for Reese Barons. And a 2-out hit from Dunaway doesn't produce anything. And heading into the bottom of the first inning, it's Crete 0, Titans 0.
At this time, a severe weather alert has been issued for the Norris area. This game will be suspended for 30 minutes to begin with. We ask that you proceed to the Norris School, and we will reconvene later.
And it looks like they are suspending the game for 30 minutes as a severe weather alert has been issued for the Titan area. So it'll be a 30-minute delay, and I'll keep you updated with alerts.
All stands and surrounding areas, please be cleared at this time. Leading off for your Titans is in the bottom of the first inning. Number 15, Haley McMurray.
Go Crete! Yeah! Yeah! Crete! Yeah!
That brings up number 1, Rachel Rhodes, a senior playing third base for the Titans. Here's the first pitch to Rachel Rhodes. Ground ball up the middle, base hit for the Titans. McMurray's going to round third. She will score, and it'll be a 1-0 ball game for the Titans on the RBI single from Rachel Rhodes. 2 batters, 2 hits, and a run for the Titans to start the bottom of the first inning. And that'll bring to the plate number 9, Addie Burbach. Burbach, the catcher tonight for the Titans. Here's the first pitch to Burbach. Shows bunt. Bunted is down up the middle. No one's covering first, and Burbach, it gets on the bunt that was probably supposed to be a sacrifice that was drawn up by head coach Kyle McMurray, but the first baseman came charging in. The first baseman was, for the Crete Cardinals, is Addy Zeman, and the second baseman, Logan Ochinero, had to cover first and did not get there in time, so Addy Burbach gets on a bunt single. Rhodes advances to second on the play. In to run for Addy Burbach will be number 11, Olivia Mackey. That brings to plate number 16, Myra Carlo, junior, playing first base tonight for the Titans. Here's the first pitch to Carlo. She shows bunt, and it's a double steal. Catcher wanted to throw down to third, decided not to throw, and so Carlo now has runners at second and third for her, and the Titans have two in scoring position. And here comes out the Crete head coach, Kylie Griffin, to talk with the freshman Dunham. Runners on second and third, nobody out. One and 0 with a count to Carlo. On deck for the Titans will be number 2, Reese Behrens. Carlo steps in. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Dunham. Swung on and missed. Strike one. 1-1 the count to Myra Carlo. Carlo was trying to hit it out to the new tennis courts being built out in left field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and chopped foul. Count will now be 1-2 to Myra Carlo. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Carlo takes outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count now. Grounded to the third baseman, and the third baseman, number 4, Ruby Van Horn, will tag Rachel Rhodes, leaning from third. So it'll be 1 out now on the fielder's choice by Myra Carlo. So now it'll be runners on first and second, and 1 out for the pitcher, Reese Behrens. Here's the first pitch to Behrens. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Reese Behrens. On deck for the Titans, number 6, Marley Pavelka. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fouled back. 0-2 the count now to Reese Behrens. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count will remain at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Count will still remain at 0-2. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Barons. High ball 1, 1-2 the count now to Reese Barons. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count now to Barons. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. First punchy of the night for Dunham. And that'll bring to the plate number 6, Marley Pavelka, the left fielder for the Titans tonight. Here's the first pitch to Pavelka. Swung on and fouled. Count will be 0-1 to Pavelka. Titans started the inning with 3 straight hits, and their last 2 batters have reached on a fielder's choice and a strikeout. 1-1 the count now to Pavelka. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-2 the count now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul tipped. Count will remain at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3, the second punchy of the night for Dunham. And the Titans start off hot in the bottom of the first inning, but cool off in the last 3 batters of that inning. And heading into the top of the second, Titans lead 1-0. So here we are in the top of the second inning, and leading off for the Cardinals, number 22, Leslie Cradaville. Here's the pitch from Barons. In there, strike 1 to Cradaville. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. Cradaville held up there on the great pitch from Barons. 1-1 the count now to Leslie Cradaville. Grounded to the pitcher Barons. Barons fires to first in time for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate number 7, Logan Ochinero, the second baseman for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Ochinero. In there, strike one. 0-1 the count to Ochinero. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball one. 1-1 the count now to Ochinero. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit to the second baseman, Brown. And Brown will make the catch for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate number 4, Ruby Van Horn, the third baseman for the Cardinals tonight. Here's the first pitch to Van Horn. Just inside, ball one. 1-0 the count to Ruby Van Horn. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit down the first base side, but foul. 1-1 the count to Van Horn. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In there, strike two. 1-2 the count now to Ruby Van Horn. Here's the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, ball two. 2-2 the count to Van Horn. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Barons. High ball three. 3-2 the count now. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit to the third baseman. Bounces off the glove of Rachel Rhodes, and it'll be an error by Rhodes. That's the second error of the night for the Titans. And that'll bring to plate number 13, Addie Zeman. Swung on and missed by Zeman. 0-1 the count now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In there, strike two called. 0-2 the count now to Addie Zeman. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High ball one. 1-2 the count now to Addie Zeman. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. Third punchy of the night for Reese Barons. Cardinals get a runner, but can't bring her home. And heading into the bottom of the second inning, Titans still in the lead 1-0. Leading off for the Titans here in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be number 8, Mila Brown, the second baseman for the Titans tonight. First pitch is lined down the first base line, but foul. 0-1 the count to Mila Brown. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Brown. Swung on and fouled. 0-2 the count now. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Brown. Line drive foul. Count will remain at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fair ball down the line. And Brown reaches on a leadoff single here in the second inning. And that'll bring to the plate number 4, Morgan Sabatka, the right fielder for the Titans. Here's the first pitch to Sabatka. Shows bunt. Can't get it down. 0-1 the count now to Sabatka. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt again. That one gets down. That one gets by the pitcher. And the Titans move up a base. Third baseman came charging, couldn't quite get it. Pitcher also came charging. And it just went between the two, and the shortstop had to quickly scramble from covering second to get the ball. And that'll put runners on first and second for Kiana Reimers. Here's the first pitch to Reimers. Shows bunt again. Can't get it down. 0-1 the count to Reimers. Reimers, sorry. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt. That one gets down, but foul. 0-2 the count now to Reimers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Third punchy of the night for Dunham. And that'll bring to the plate number 15, Haley McMurray. McMurray reached on a double back in the first inning and later scored. The Titans' only run of the game so far. Here's the first pitch to McMurray. Just outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count to McMurray. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just low, ball 2. 2-0 the count to Haley McMurray. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit to right field. The right fielder moves over. Can't quite make the play, and it's foul. Count will now be 2-1. Brown's at second. Sabatka at first. McMurray at the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Dunham. In there, strike 2 called. 2-2 the count now to McMurray. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 4th punchy of the night for Dunham. That'll bring to the plate number 1, Rachel Rhodes, who reached on a single back in the first inning. She singled up the middle and an RBI. First pitch to Rhodes is hit to the second baseman. She'll snag it and throw it to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Titans put more runners aboard, but Crete slams the door. And heading into the top of the 3rd inning, it's Titans 1, Crete 0.
Off the Cardinals, top 3rd inning, number 11, Camry Drager.
Batting for the Cardinals here in the top of the 3rd inning, it'll be number 11, Camry Drager. First pitch to Drager is low ball 1, 1-0 with the count to Camry Drager. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there, strike 1, 1-1 the count to Camry Drager. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low ball 2, 2-1 the count now to Drager. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit to the second baseman, Brown, who makes the catch for the 1st out of the inning. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup. Number 1, Maiden Dunham. Dunham is 0 for 1 with a ground out to the second baseman back in the 1st inning. Here's the first pitch to Dunham. High ball 1, 1-0 with a count to Maiden Dunham. Casey Dunaway on deck for the Crete Cardinals. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low ball 2, 2-0 the count now. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Low ball 3, 3-0 the count now to Dunham. Here's the 3-0 pitch. In there, strike 1, 3-1 the count now to Dunham. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Count will now be 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the 4th punchy of the night for Reese Barons, and that'll bring to the plate number 15, Casey Dunaway. Dunaway struck out in her first at-bat back in the first inning. Here's the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count to Dunaway. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit to left field. Pavelka will make the play for the Titans. It's the 3rd out of the inning, and heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning, Titans still in the lead, 1-0. Here we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and leading off for the Titans, number 9, Addison Burbach. Burbach is 1 for 1 with a bunt single back in the 1st inning. Later made it to 2nd on a stolen base. Here's the first pitch to Burbach. Grounded to the 3rd baseman. She's got it. Throw to 1st in time for the 1st out of the inning. That brings to plate number 16, Myra Carlo. Carlo is 0 for 1 and reached on a fielder's choice back in the 1st inning. Here's the first pitch to Carlo. Swung on, hit to right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Carlo's going to round first. She's going to head to 2nd. The throw is not in time. And Carlo stretches a single into a double. And the Titans have a runner on 2nd and 1 out for number 2, Reese Barons. And out comes the head coach for the Crete Cardinals, Kylie Griffin, to come talk with the umpire. Griffin returns to the dugout. Barons will step into the box. Here's the first pitch to Reese Barons. Swung on and fouled back. 0-1 the count to Barons. Barons is 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the 1st inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Barons. Swung on, hit to center field. That's got a ride in it. That's deep. That's gone. It's a 2-run home run from Reese Barons. And the Titans take a 3-0 lead. That ball was hit out straight to center field. And it got out of here in a hurry. So Barons makes the lead 3 now for the Titans.
Norris, number 6, Mark Hudl.
That'll bring to the plate number 6, Marley Pavelka. swung on and missed, strike one. 0-1 they count to Pavelka, who struck out back in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1 now, the count to Pavelka. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball two, counts now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the first base line. Count will be 2-2 now to Pavelka. On deck for the Titans, number 8, Mila Brown. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Dunham. Line drive down the first base line, but foul. Just barely foul there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Takes it, called strike three. A backwards punchy for Dunham. Her fifth on the night. And that'll bring to the plate number 8, Mila Brown, who's singled back in the first inning. Here's the first pitch to Brown. Swung on and fouled off. Count will be 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low, ball one. 1-1 the count to Mila Brown. On deck for the Titans, number 4, Morgan Sabatka. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Brown. Line drive up the middle, base hit. And it's a 2-out single for Brown, who's now 2 for 2 on the day. And they'll bring to plate number 4, Morgan Sabatka. Sabatka is 1 for 1. She reached on a infield single back in the first inning. First pitch to Sabatka is taken for a strike. 0-1 the count now. Here's the 1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Throw down to first is not in time. Brown gets back safely. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High and outside, ball 1. 1-2 the count to Morgan Sabatka. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a missed, strike 3. That ball gets by the catcher. The catcher, Macy Dunaway, and Sabatka will be at first base on the drop third strike. That brings to plate number 7, Kiana Reimers. Runners on first and second for Reimers, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second inning. Here's the first pitch to Reimers. Swung on and missed, strike one. 0-1 the count to Reimers. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike two. 0-2 the count now to Reimers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Low ball one, 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Dunham. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Second punchy of the night for Dunham. Sorry, of the inning for Dunham. And heading into the top of the fourth, the Titans get two more. It's 3-0 Titans.
Leading off the Cardinals in the top of the fourth inning, number 5, Macy Dunaway.
Leading off for the Cardinals here in the top of the fourth inning, it'll be number 5, Macy Dunaway, who singled and reached to second on an error back in the first inning. First pitch to Dunaway is taken for a strike. 0-1 the count to Macy Dunaway. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike two. 0-2 the count now. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit straight in the air. Shortstop McMurray's under it and will make the catch for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate number 19, Jordan Pardee. Pardee is 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first inning. Here's the first pitch to Pardee. In there, strike one, 0-1 the count to Jordan Pardee. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Behrens. Into center field, caught by Keelan Yelkin. And that'll bring you the second out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate number 22, Leslie Cradaville. Cradaville is 0 for 1 with a ground out to the pitcher back in the second inning. Here's the first pitch to Cradaville. Swung on, hit up the middle, and it's a great snag by Reese Behrens. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Titans. And heading into the bottom of the fourth inning, it's Titans 3, Crete 0.
Thank you for making the trip over to Norris High School. off for the Titans in the bottom of the fourth inning, number 15, Haley McMurray.
Leading off for the Titans here in the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be the top of the lineup in number 15, Haley McMurray.
Let's go, Coach.
Here's the first pitch to McMurray. Low ball 1-0 the count to Haley McMurray. On deck for the Titans, number 1, Rachel Rhodes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High ball 2-0 the count to McMurray. McMurray is 1 for 2 with a double in the first and a strikeout in the second. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and hit past the third baseman for a leadoff single. So the Titans have a runner on first. And nobody out for number 1, Rachel Rhodes, who's 1 for 2 with a single in the first and a ground out to the second baseman in the second. Here's the first pitch to Rachel Rhodes. Shows bunt. Bunt is not a good one. It'll fly right into the first baseman's glove. First baseman number 13, Addie Zeman. That'll bring to the plate number 9, Addie Burbach. Burbach is 1 for 2 with a single in the first and a ground out to the third baseman in the third. Here's the first pitch to Burbach. High ball 1-0 the count to Addie Burbach. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Weak grounder up to the first baseman, and she'll tag Addie Burbach for the second out of the inning. McMurray moves to second on the play.
Brings to plate number 16, Myra Carlo.
That'll bring to plate number 16, Myra Carlo. Carlo is 1 for 2 with a double in the third and a fielder's choice back in the first. Here's the first pitch to Carlo. High ball, in there, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Myra Carlo. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Maiden Dunham. Grounder to the shortstop, over to first in time for the final out of the inning. Titans started the inning off strong, but go down after a leadoff single from McMurray. And heading into the top of the fifth, it's Titans 3, Crete 0.
for the Cardinals atop the 5th inning. Number 7, Logan.
Leading off for the Cardinals here in the top of the 5th inning, it'll be number 7, Logan Ochinero. Here's the first pitch to Ochinero, grounded to the shortstop, McMurray. She's got it over the first in time for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate number 4, Ruby Van Horn.
Jumbo out brings to plate number 4, Ruby Van Horn.
Here's the first pitch to Van Horn. In there, strike 1, 0-1 the count to Ruby Van Horn. Van Horn reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle. McMurray's got it. It'll be a tough play over to first in time for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring to plate number 13, Addie Zeman, with nobody on and 2 outs. Zeman was 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. She takes ball 1 inside. 1-0 the count to Addie Zeman. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-1 the count now to Addie Zeman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That'll hit Zeman, and so Crete has a 2-out rally going with a runner on first and 2 outs. And that brings plate number 11, Camry Drager. Drager flew out to the second baseman, Mila Brown, back in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch to Drager. In there, strike 1, 0-1 the count to Camry Drager. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1 the count to Drager. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-2 the count to Drager. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-2 the count now to Camry Drager. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Count remain 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Barons. Count is now 3-2 on the high ball right there. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Barons. In there, strike 3 called. First backwards punchy of the night for Reese Barons, and heading into the bottom of the 5th, it's Titans 3, Crete 0. Leading off for the Titans here in the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Reese Behrens, Marley Pavelka, and Mila Brown. Behrens is 1 for 2 with a strikeout in the 1st and a 2-run homer in the 3rd. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Reese Behrens. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High, ball 1. 1-1 the count now to Reese Behrens. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle, and that'll get by the second baseman, and Reese Behrens is on with a leadoff single. And that'll bring to the plate number 6, Marley Pavelka. Courtesy runner for Behrens, number 12, Ava Schmuddy. Pavelka is 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging in the 1st and a strikeout looking in the 3rd. Shows bunt. Bunt is down but foul. 0-1 the count to Marley Pavelka. And on deck for the Titans, number 8, Mila Brown. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Marley Pavelka. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Pavelka. Swung on and hit it to the first baseman. She's got it. And will step on first for the first out of the inning. Behrens moves to second on the play. That brings plate number 8, Mila Brown. Brown is 2 for 2 with 2 singles in the 2nd and the 3rd, respectively. Here's the first pitch from Dunham to Mila Brown. In there, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Brown. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1-1 the count to Brown. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Dunham. Swung on, hit in the air. The center fielder is, the shortstop is under it and will make the catch for the second out of the inning, sorry. And that'll bring to the plate number 4, Morgan Sabatka. Sabatka is 1 for 1 with a single in the 2nd and reached to first on a drop third strike in the 3rd. Schmuddy's on 3rd on the pass ball. 1-0 with a count to Morgan Sabatka. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the third baseline. 1-1 the count now to Sabatka. Used the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Counts now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Morgan Sabatka from Maiden Dunham. Foul tipped. Count will remain at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Sabatka. Line drive into the right field, sorry. Schmuddy will score, and it's now a 4-0 ball game. RBI single for Morgan Sabatka. That brings to plate number 7, Kiana Reimers. Reimers is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in the second and the third, respectively. First pitch to Reimers is in there, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Reimers. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Kiana Reimers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to the shortstop. Shortstop, number 15, Casey Dunaway, will make the play for the final out of the inning. And heading into the top of the 6th, it's Titans 4, Crete nothing. Leading off for the Cardinals here in the top of the 6th inning, number 1, Maiden Dunham. Dunham is 0 for 2 with a ground out to the second baseman in the first and a strikeout in the third. Here's the first pitch to Dunham. In there, strike 1, 0-1 the count to Maiden Dunham. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Dunham. Swung on, hit to left field. Pavelka goes back. She's under it and can't come down with it. Dunham is on her way to third, and it'll be a sliding triple for Maiden Dunham on the air by Marley Pavelka. So the Cardinals have a runner on third and nobody out for Casey Dunaway, who's 0 for 2. With a strikeout in the first and a fly out to the left fielder in the third. Here's the first pitch to Dunaway, fouled off. Hit the light pole and off the dugout. 0-1 the count to Casey Dunaway. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Showed bunt in there. Strike two. 0-2 the count now to Casey Dunaway. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Count will remain at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just outside, ball one. 1-2 the count now. On deck for the Cardinals, number 5, Macy Dunaway. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count to Dunaway. Titans have been wanting that outside part of the plate. Can't get it called. Barons comes set, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the first out of the inning for the Titans. And that's the sixth punchy of the night for Barons. First pitch to Macy Dunaway is a ball. 1-0 the count to Macy Dunaway. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Dunaway. Swung on, hit down the right field line, but foul. Counts 1-1 now. On deck for the Cardinals, number 19, Jordan Party. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Barons. In the dirt, ball 2. 2-1 the count now to Dunaway. Dunaway flew out to the shortstop in the 4th and reached on an error in the 1st. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled. It's now 2-2 to Dunaway. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Barons. Inside, ball 3. 3-2 the count to Dunaway. Here's the payoff pitch from Barons. Outside, ball 4, and it's a walk for Dunaway. So it'll be runners at the corners. And 1 out for number 19, Jordan Party, the cleanup hitter for the Cardinals. And she is 0 for 2 with a fly up to the center fielder in the 4th and a strikeout in the 1st. Coach McMurray out to talk with his pitcher, Reese Barons. Party steps into the box. And here's the first pitch from Barons. In there, strike one. 0-1 the count to Jordan Party. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball one, sorry. 1-1 the count to Party. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Counts now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Barons. Swung on and missed, strike three. 7th punchy of the night for Barons. That brings to the plate number 22, Leslie Cradaville. Cradaville is 0 for 2 with a ground out to the pitcher in the second and a fly out to the pitcher in the fourth. First pitch to Cradaville. She went around, strike one. 0-1 the count to Cradaville. Here's the 0-1 pitch. She went around again, strike two. 0-2 the count to Cradaville. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Leslie Cradaville from Reese Barons. Grounded foul. Count will remain at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. Barron strikes out the sides and strands runners at the corners. And heading into the bottom of the sixth, Titans have a 4-0 lead. Batting for the Titans here in the bottom of the sixth inning, it'll be Haley McMurray, Rachel Rhodes, and Addie Burbach. McMurray is 2 for 3 with a double in the first, a strikeout in the second, and a single in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to McMurray. In there, strike one. 0-1 the count to Haley McMurray. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Dunham. In there, strike two. 0-2 the count to McMurray now. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Dunham. Swung on and fouled off, and the count will remain at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Dunham. In there, strike 3 called. That brings to plate number 1, Rachel Rhodes. First pitch to Rhodes is in there, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Rachel Rhodes. That last punchy was the 8th punchy of the night for Dunham. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Rhodes. Outside, ball 1, 1-1 the count to Rachel Rhodes. Rhodes is 1 for 3 with a single in the first, or ground out to the second baseman in the second, and a line out to the first baseman in the fourth. Ground ball, that ball is through, and it'll be a single for Rachel Rhodes. 1 out single for Rhodes. That brings up to the plate number 9, Addie Burbach. Burbach is 1 for 3 with a bunt single in the first, a ground out to the third baseman in the third, and a ground out to the first baseman in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to Burbach, inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count to Burbach. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Line drive, but foul. 1-1 the count now to Burbach. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. 1-2 the count to Addie Burbach. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Burbach. Swung on, hit up the middle to center fielder. Center fielder can't quite get it, and it'll be a single for Addie Burbach. So there'll be runners on first and second for number 16, Myra Carlo. Carlo grounded into a fielder's choice in the first, doubled in the third, and grounded to the shortstop in the fourth. Courtesy running for Norris, number 11, Olivia Mackey. Here's the first pitch to Carlo. High ball 1, that ball gets by the catcher, and the runners move up a base. On the pass ball, 1-0 with a count to Myra Carlo. On deck for the Titans, number 2, Reese Behrens. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Carlo. Swung on, hit to right field, and that ball gets down in foul territory, and so that'll be a 1-1 the count now to Carlo. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Carlo. High ball 2, 2-1 the count now to Carlo. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Low ball 3. 3-1 the count to Carlo now. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Line drive, ball gets through. 1 run will score. They're going to send Burbach. Burbach will score. Carlo will stand in the second, and it'll be a 2 RBI double for Myra Carlo. That'll make it 6-0. That brings plate number 2, Reese Behrens. Behrens is 2 for 3 with a strikeout in the first, a homer in the third, and a single in the fifth. Hit up the middle, base hit. They're gonna hold Carlo at third, and it's a single by Behrens. That'll bring the plate number 6, Marley Pavelka. Courtesy runner for Behrens. Number 12, Ava Schmuddy.
Courtesy running pitcher number 12, Ava Schmuddy.
Here's the first pitch. And that one will be hit foul into the Cardinals bullpen. 0-1 the count to Marley Pavelka. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Marley Pavelka from Maiden Dunham. Grounded to the third baseman, but foul. Count will be 0-2. Strike 3 called on Pavelka. The 9th strikeout for Dunham. That'll bring the plate number 8, Mila Brown. Brown is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a fly out to the shortstop in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to Mila Brown. Low ball 1. 1-0 the count to Brown. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Foul. 1-1 the count to Mila Brown. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Brown. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-2 the count to Brown. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Brown holds up, and the count's now 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to left field. The left fielder will get under it and make the catch for the final out of the inning. And heading into the top of the 7th, Titans in lead 6-0. Batting for the Cardinals here in the top of the 7th inning, it'll be Logan Ochinero, Ruby Van Horn, and Addie Zeman. Ochinero is 0 for 2 with a line out to the second baseman in the 2nd and a ground out to the shortstop in the 5th. Barron's out for the complete game shutout here. Here's the pitch to Ochinero. In there, strike one, 0-1 the count to Logan Ochinero. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike two. 0-2 the count to Ochinero. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. Caught by Rachel Rhodes for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate number 4, Ruby Van Horn. Van Horn grounded out to the shortstop in the 5th and reached on an error in the 2nd. Here's the first pitch to Van Horn. Outside, ball 1, 1-0 the count to Ruby Van Horn. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Grounded to the third baseman, Rhodes. Rhodes fields it over to first in time for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring to plate number 13, Addie Zeman. Zeman is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 2nd and was hit by a pitch in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to Zeman. Low ball 1, 1-0 the count to Addie Zeman. Here's the 1-0 pitch, sorry. Swung on and missed, 1-1 the count to Zeman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike two. 1-2 the count now to Addie Zeman. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. Barron ends it on a punchy. Barron's pitch is a complete game shutout. Titans win 6-0. Thank you for listening and watching us here on NSDV. I'm Mitchell Severson. Titans play again on Thursday. See you then.
Crete area, please travel safely. And good luck to both teams the remaining part of the year.